Welcome to Clock It, where your opinion is what wins you the game. We are joined by our incredible contestants. You know her on the field, off the field, on the court, off the court, all of it. Help me welcome NURYS. Hey, girl.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm alive. I'm ready to win a game today. You know what I mean?
Okay, I know that's right. Speaking into existence, we love that type of energy kicking off the game. And he is our favorite realtor that bakes. He's the baking realtor. Help me welcome Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey, friend.
How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good.
You looking all nice?
NURYS, whatever. What's up, girl?
We're back.
You look nice and cozy. You know.
It's a little nippy outside, so I got to layer up a little bit.
You are very layered up.
Girls.
Yes, cover the girls up. This is live TV. We are a family show, just so you know. All right, guys. Well, as you know, this game is not just about getting the answers correct. You got to know what you're talking about, and more importantly, you got to clock it. So give that big buzzer a hit. That's exactly what you'll be doing anytime you want to clock in and give your answers. It's time to get this show on the road. First question, right out the gate. Here we go. Who is celebrating a 3-year milestone? Mike.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
Jocelyn Hernandez it is. So what exactly is she celebrating here?
As my girl Jean said last time, crack. It was cocaine. She is celebrating being sober from cocaine.
Okay. We do remember some run-ins with Jocelyn where she was just a little wild and crazy. Can you think of one off the top that was just too much?
I mean, all of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the last one was, I think it was like a boxing match or something she was at, and she was backstage, and she was going off on somebody trying to fight. I think it was Big Lex she was trying to fight. And like she was trying to fight her, the security, everybody. Like she seemed like Godzilla. Like she was trying to get at everybody.
Yeah.
She went to jail, got some charges, and I think at that point she was just like, okay, I gotta stop this.
So she made this announcement on what platform, NURYS?
Yeah, I believe it was on her ex, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah, when she made this announcement, she specifically had a message to young girls. What does she have to say?
Yeah, she's basically letting it be known that this is not something to mess with. You know, you can have your fun here and there, but the reality will hit you long term. And it could come out to something like what she ended up doing. So don't play with it, basically.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously you are referencing a part in a person that may no longer be here anymore. Like, are we noticing a visible change in Jocelyn?
Somewhat. Jocelyn is still Jocelyn. I mean, she still got her show on Zeus where they still fighting and everything like that. But now it's more controlled.
Yeah.
I feel. So I feel like she kind of picks and chooses. Like she let them know, like, hey, I still can do this, but she's choosing to kind of lay back and be who she really want to be.
Yeah.
Who she want to be presented as.
I love the growth. I love the change. I'm sure she is just getting started and has a long way to go, but I'll take this version of her for now. All right, Mike, 100 points you have on the board. NURYS, you have 0, but girl, you got many more opportunities to get those points up. Next question. Which singer is in one relationship with 3 girlfriends? NURYS.
That would be Neo.
Now help me understand, how does one get into one relationship with 3 women?
It's a poly relationship, and it basically means that you can have more than one relationship, and everybody is cool with it.
So this is leading to him having 3 different ladies,
Yes.
and they're all cool with it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, check out what Neo had to say on the Sherry Shepherd show about this.
Well, so I'll keep this brief. So after my very public, very ugly divorce, I made the decision that I was never going to tell another lie to a woman ever again in life.
All right.
I own the things that I did in that marriage to mess it up. I own it completely, and I decided I didn't want to be the reason that anybody ever felt like that ever again. So I went to, you know, one of the women, one of the 3 I've been with a little longer than the other one. So I basically went to her and said, listen, you know I rock with you, you know I love you, but I have to be honest with you, it's not just you. I would love for you to meet these other women, and if we can figure out a way to do something together, cool. If not, that's cool too. I let her decide. I let them choose. Everybody chose to stick.
Very interesting. Does not work for me. I'm not down with it, but hey, I do have a question. Are the ladies allowed to have more boyfriends than just him?
He said no. I mean, he said he doesn't know if they have it. I guess it's kind of like a don't ask, don't tell type situation.
Okay.
But he's saying that basically he's the head of the household and he kind of just called the shots.
So how does this work, NURYS, on days like Valentine's Day or special occasions? What goes on then?
I mean, for starters, he already had the conversation with one of the three who has been there the longest, and he let it be known, listen, we're going to bring in more people. You cool with it? Yes or no? Because either you're in or you're out. So he already had that communication, which is the key point here. But when it comes to like those special lovey holidays, he's just going to take all three of them all together like a family. So it is what it is.
So if we all going to the concert, we're going together. If we're all going to the movies, we're all going together. It's not just like, hey, I want to take Jessica today, or I want to take Brianna. We all got to go as a unit.
Yep.
Okay, I don't like people that much, let alone traveling with that many doing every single thing. That wouldn't work for me, but hey, Neo, it seems to be working for you. Do your thing. NURYS, you have 100 points on the board. Mike, you're at 100 as well. Let's break this tie by advancing on to our next question. Jackie Harry said who once told her that her dress was tacky? Mike.
Diana Ross.
Now, I am shocked by this, so help me understand, because I don't view Diana in that light. What is the backstory here?
So the backstory is basically there was an event that Oprah had, and Jackie was talking to somebody. Diana was trying to rush by her. She like, girl, move with that ugly dress. And she like, oh, so that has been hitting her. She's been holding on to that clearly for years. But honestly, friend, I'm not surprised. That was the diva era. So people like Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin, and a few other people, when it was up in there, they're like, no, I'm that girl, move.
But did she flat out say it was Diana Ross?
Well, she didn't say, but you know, she kind of imitated the voice, and we all know who that was. And then later on, you know, when she started mentioning out to people, we're like, okay, yeah, she's talking about Diana.
Wow. Now, clearly the dress had to be ugly. So I'm thinking this is something that Diana would not be caught dead in, NURYS.
That's what you would think, right? But years down the road, Diana was actually caught in that same outfit, and Jackie actually called it out too, but in a very joking manner. So it's kind of like a tasteful way of like realizing that it did maybe hurt her feelings at the time, but it's like, you know what, let's just make light of it, because there she is wearing the same dress.
You know, crazy. Now, could she have been saying this in a joking manner, Mike?
She could have, but again, like I said, that was the diva era, and being that they didn't probably know each other like that, I don't think so. I think, honestly, I think she meant it.
I feel like there's an unspoken rule in Hollywood of like old stories like this where like we don't talk about, but here she is bringing this up on the Nick Cannon podcast. Do you think she's fearful or will face some consequences by telling a story like this about a diva like Diana Ross?
I feel like the older you get, especially older people, they don't really be caring when they start telling these stories.
That is
you know what I'm saying? She's at that point, but she did mention that some feathers are going to get ruffled, and Tracy Ellis is going to be one of them, because Tracy does not play by her mom, which I don't blame her.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good story, so it's like, it's not that bad. I wouldn't be that mad.
And these are things, like I said, Hollywood protects these kind of legends, so we never hear stories like this. So when we do hear them, it's like, ooh, give me all the tea. I want to know more. And Jackie, she's just so animated and great.
I love her.
A great personality. So to hear her tell this story, I am here for it. NURYS still at 100 points. Mike, 200 for you. One more question we have in round one. Who is in love after linking up with Black Boy Max for a streaming date? NURYS.
That would be one of my favorite girls, Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer it is. Now, who is Black Boy Max?
He's just one of those other young bloods that are out there in the game with the heavy personality and on the streaming.
How did he and Keke end up linking up? Because it seems like they come from two different worlds, right? He's a streamer, she's an actress, singer, podcaster. How did those two worlds collide?
I mean, nowadays, people are just simply collaborating. So that's what happened. Keke came onto his live stream a few days ago, actually. And I mean, I saw a glimpse of it. I think there is love in the air.
Oh.
But I am going to mention that it is a little interesting because she is a little bit older.
Yeah.
Like, do you, girl?
Do you? I'm here for it. Mike, would you say this guy is Keke's type?
As far as looks, it does seem like Keke kind of like the lighter side. So, you know, her baby daddy, he was on the light side. This man is on, and she was like I felt like she was a little submissive with him too. So it might be, but the thing is, he kind of looks really young as well. So I'm kind of confused. It's giving like, okay, y'all might be cute, but also this might be your little brother. So I don't know.
But I mean, if you think about it, she's already got it all done. She's got the kids, she's got the job, she's got the house, she got everything taken care of. If she wants another young blood of a man in her life, I wouldn't be mad either.
I mean, if he can take care of her, then yes, because I feel like Kiki needs somebody that's mature and kind of
Yes.
there as well, but can kind of take her jokes. She don't need to be taking care of another child. If that's the case, girl, have another baby.
And Kiki is very much an old soul, right? Like
Yes.
she's always been an old soul because she had to grow up so fast in an industry where she was always surrounded by older people. So yeah, this is an interesting dynamic in my opinion. Now, from my understanding, there was a social media post involved. Talk to me about how this happened and what it was, NURYS.
I think it was a slick move from Kiki. So I guess Max had to get up and go to the bathroom or something. And at that time, she took his platform and wrote on his ex, "I'm in love with Kiki." So it looks like Max posted it. When he came back and he saw the post, he just left it there. So it kind of insinuates a little something between the two.
And for him to leave it, I think that says it all. Now, Mike, was this a couple that was on your 2026 bingo card?
It was, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know who the boy was till I seen all this stuff going on. Like I say, maybe I'm up in age now
Yes,
to
you
where I
are.
don't really, hey.
Just saying.
But no, I did not see it. Honestly, I want to see Kiki with somebody, I don't know.
Maybe Aaron Pierre?
No, honestly, I don't know who yet, but the characteristics of that person would be Will Smith.
Oh, okay.
Like there was somebody that's like Will Smith around her age, where
Okay.
they're funny but serious about their craft. I think that'd be a perfect match for
Michael
her.
B. Jordan, maybe?
Ooh.
You want him for you. That's the problem. Anyways, that brings us to the end of round one of Clock It. And what do you know? Both of our contestants are tied with 200 points on the board. NURYS has 200 and Mike has 200 as well. Now, NURYS, at the start of this, you let it be known that you are here to win today. And I have to say, kind of competitive. You are stepping it up today. How are we feeling about round one?
I mean, I'm trying because last time I was against Mike, I lost.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I'm trying to bring it back, you know?
Okay.
No, don't take it too
You're
serious.
not the only one that feel that way on the show, so don't feel bad.
Oh
I'm trying to get this done.
gosh. Mike, as you love to say, you often find yourself doing charity work here at Clock It. Seems like you got to run for your money today, though, I must say. How are we feeling
You
about
know,
round
I'm
one?
sweating a little bit, and it might be this jacket, but we're going to see at the end what's the actual fact. She's doing a thing, but I ain't going to give her too much, not right now.
Okay, not too much, not too soon. I get that. All right, well, it is time to embark on round two of Clock It. Here we are. First question in this round. Which athlete is teaming up with Angel Reese and Asia Wilson for an unexpected collaboration? Mike,
Steph Curry.
what are these three cooking up?
So there is a animation that's coming out called The GOAT, in which honestly I'm really looking forward to it because it's actually, so kind of find out he has a production studio, which is really dope.
I had no idea.
No idea, but also the makers of K-pop and Spider-Man universe is a part of this.
Oh.
So, and listen, I'm a little kid and I was on the floor looking at K-pop, so I know for a fact I'm gonna be watching this too.
Yeah, this sounds like this is going to be good. What kind of movie is this, NURYS?
It's an animation, so it's already tailored to family. So anybody of all ages could really just enjoy this kind of movie. But it's about a GOAT who basically goes and auditions for a pro basketball team and makes it. And unfortunately, as any rookie would understand, he's not really favored, but he has to work hard and get to that point where he gets the respect. So
Yeah, this sounds like it's going to be good. Mike, when is this film going to be released, and are you going to be going to see it?
February 13th. I won't be going that day because I have an event that day.
Yes, you do.
But I will be going to see it.
Okay, so you're going to check this out. NURYS,
Yeah, I'm gonna
you
check
as
it out.
well?
yes, for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Love to see it. I might have to put this on my list of things to go check out because it sounds like it's going to be good. And I know that Steph Curry has his own production company, and I never had the opportunity to support that. So I have to give him a check out on this one for sure. NURYS, 200 points you have on the board. Mike, you are at 300. We got more questions. It's time to keep it pushing. Which singer hated how she was treated while filming an iconic Tyler Perry movie? Mike.
Jill Scott. Let's take a long
Now,
walk.
was Jill feeling some type of way about how she was treated, as in her or her character?
I want to say a little bit of both. I would probably say more of the character, but she felt it more because there were some things that kind of happened in her life that was around it. But what
Okay.
happened at the time during the filming, which she did not know, Tyler Perry told the extras to bad talk her, as far as, because she was wearing the bodysuit to make her look fat, so they were fat shaming her, and she's like, okay, well, what is happening? So, and of course, while you're in character, you're already feeling the emotion of it. So when something extra is happening on top of what you're already having, like they said during the film when you watch it, that was a real reaction because of what was actually happening.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because my first initial thought was, okay, she wore a fat suit. They weren't like talking about you. Clearly you had on a prosthetic to give the look of the character. So why did you take it so personal? But to your point, if she was going off of her own situations that she has, I totally understand that. Let's listen to Jill talk about how she felt.
I didn't like how much people would make fun of her.
No.
I didn't like that. I remember the scene on the plane. And man, the scene on the plane, Tyler had extras make fun of me when I got on the plane.
What?
They were just going back and forth making jokes about Sheila's weight.
Did she ever tell Tyler how she felt about this, NURYS?
No, this kind of started to see the light later on down the road.
So she never got the chance to let him know. Yeah, Tyler, I don't know. Maybe there should have been a conversation had prior to the film or prior to even this scene, because if you're battling something already and maybe someone else doesn't know about it and it can become triggering, that's a tough situation too.
I can kind of see the magic behind what he did, because when you watch the movies, you have to feel the emotion.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the director's job to be able to pull the emotion from out of the character. And, you know, acting, there's a lot of psychological stuff that happens with it. So I think he did what he needed to do for the movie. And then later on, she just had to deal with it. Not saying it was right, but
it probably gave this role what it needed to give, because it was raw, real emotion that she was channeling here. NURYS, 200 points you have. Mike, you're at 400. We have more questions. Let's keep it rolling on to the next one. Who recently announced he is diving into the fashion world by releasing a new clothing brand? NURYS.
Kai Cenat.
Does this mean that Kai is going to be quitting streaming?
No, absolutely not. Oh my gosh, like I think it'd be like the end of the streaming world if he actually stopped that, honestly.
So is Kai known for his fashion, you would say, NURYS?
That's the surprising part about it. No, because he's just heavily known to be quite the character online and bringing in all extra celebrities. Like one of my favorite ones was when he brought Kevin Hart in. But this is kind of new to even his followers, but even people like me who kind of just like support him, and it's like, oh, look at this man stepping outside of his comfort zone.
Yeah. And the stepping outside of his comfort zone was really something that was hard for him. We know he took a step back from streaming for a while. Everyone was trying to figure out what was going on. Kai talks about being fearful about making the jump from the streaming world to the fashion world. What ultimately helped him make his decision?
There is nothing like having a conversation with your mother.
Yes.
So he definitely had that. And then he also mentioned that he was afraid of just being boxed in, which means he really wants this. He wants to step out of that comfort zone. So fear will make you do that.
That is 100% correct. How is his fans responding to this, Mike?
I think some are loving it, some aren't. But honestly, he has a fan base that's very supportive of him. So I think everybody's looking to see, because as you said, this is something way different than just streaming. And yeah, we're not used to him, but fashion is fashion. Like there's different elements that come to it. I feel like it could be a streetwear, but again, I don't know.
It seems like he's taking it really serious. I mean, he's calling in people like La Roche to help him out. He went over to Paris and Tokyo and different places to actually see, you know, what this craft is about and to learn how to do certain things. He's not just trying to put out a fast fashion line. He's actually investing in it. And if you're going to do it that way, I can respect it, and it's commendable, in my opinion. All right, NURYS, 300 points you have on the board. Mike, you are at 400. It is only a 100-point difference between the two of you. Let's roll it on. Next question. Which housewife favorite is making her return to Bravo? Mike.
NeNe Leakes.
NeNe Leakes is making her return. How did news break that she was making this return to Bravo?
NeNe made a post on Instagram, and she was thanking the other housewives that were still supporting her throughout the time that she was away. And we know that, you know, with the stuff that happened with NeNe and the lawsuit and everything like that, it's almost like she's been trying to beg and crawl her way back to Bravo. Because NeNe has done a lot of other adventures, but nothing fully stuck between comedy, the restaurant she done had. She done did Broadway. It's been a lot of things, but Bravo has been her bread and butter. So I'm actually happy that this is happening.
Let's check a piece of that video that she put out on social media.
Happy, overjoyed to say that I will be returning to Bravo. I almost can't even believe the words that are coming out of my mouth.
So dramatic, but I think that's why we love her. You talk about this lawsuit that she had against Bravo. Break that down a little bit more for us.
Yeah, absolutely. For one, she need to be suing whoever put this filter on. Girl,
I hated that filter. I have to say, Nene, sorry, no shade. You're beautiful without it, girl.
And they had this whole conversation about the filter. Well, anyway, that's another thing. But with the lawsuit, she was suing Bravo, suing Andy for saying that there was racism that was happening. And honestly, I think it happened because Nene didn't like something, so she thought that she could potentially use the race card, and it really bit her in the behind.
Which is unfortunate because there's real issues that are going on in real life. So when you throw the race card, it almost dilutes everything else that is going on. In what capacity will she be returning, NURYS?
She's going to be coming back fully hearted. Yeah, she's basically getting ready to bring back that character. And the thing is, too, I'm not like one to watch The Housewives, but I just know her in general through like the memes and social media, and she already brings such a strong presence. So I hope that she really does bring all of that back into Bravo.
What's the name of the show that she's going to be on?
It's the new Housewives Unlimited Road Trip, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
It is. Now, and Mike, does this mean that she could potentially be coming back to Housewives of Atlanta?
Absolutely, because this is a huge step. So I wouldn't be surprised if after this, the next season, maybe even the one that they just finished filming.
That is true.
If we see a little bit of her. So Nene, with Nene being back on Bravo in general, she about to take over.
I do agree that they can use Nene back. I'm here for it if it does choose to happen. All right, Mike, 500 points you have on the board. NURYS, you are at 300, and I have you both know this is our very last question in round 2. Who said sobriety made him realize how much time he wasted being smacked? NURYS.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that was Fabio Foreign.
Fabio Foreign it is. What led to him wanting to be sober?
I mean, after a while, when you do it too much and you start acting a fool and making not the best decisions, you know, you got to start changing your ways a bit.
Yeah, and he felt like he wasted so much time. Did he seek any outside help, Mike, to help with this addiction?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He did decide to go to rehab, and that he asked for support from his fans because he spent like $10,000 on this process. So yeah.
Yeah. He was definitely on X saying how, you know, I want to take you guys on this journey with me, kind of let you see it, all the different things, which is cool because I think that more artists need to talk about this journey. Like we see you promoting the different things to do and hang out and take, and not too often are we seeing them post the sobriety journey. I know French Montana is another person who talks about being on his sobriety journey now, and he's been on for quite some time because he was like, man, I was gonna die if I didn't change my life. And I think that's what a lot more of these artists need to do, be truthful with their fans and talk about things of this nature. I know you're on your own sober journey, Mike.
Yes.
How's that been?
No, it's been good. Honestly, it's been, what, 3-4 years now since I had a drink? So yeah, so I act like this just on my own.
Yes, which is wild.
It ain't crack.
It is not crack or anything else. And for myself, it's been over 3 years as well. So it's something cool to know that you don't need anything extra just to be who you are. And for me, I don't miss the hangovers. I don't miss a lot of the things that come with that, you know? I lose one day being hungover. I lose one day when I was drinking. Hey, I don't have time. I barely got enough hours in the day that I have now. So
it was the check for me. When I saw how much money I was saving. Yeah, drinks was the same price as food.
The money will do it. All right, guys, so that brings us to the end of today's episode of Clock It, and we'll have you know that Mike is today's winner. He is the one taking home our Clock It chain. Look at him getting so excited to be crowned. It's like you already just knew this was yours, huh? Matching your outfit and all. I think you do that on purpose, by the way. NURYS, it is always a pleasure to have you, my love. Mike, thank you for joining us yet again. Viewers at home, you know what time it is. Tomorrow, same time, same place. Check us right back here for another episode of Clock It.